So I'm on my way home from dropping Jen off at her house. And in just a minute I'm going to come up on the intersection that the first video here actually took place. Now, keep in mind, Jen lives a good distance, like at least a 20-25 minute drive, if not more, from the place where the first video took, you know, from the corner of 441 and 40. She lives a good 25 minutes at least from where this place is. So 25 minutes or 25 minutes back. It's been, you know, maybe a little bit less than an hour since I've been over here. So they've probably cleared everything. Either, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. What is... Oh, there's a cop still sitting there. They moved the car. They moved the car and there's a cop sitting next to the car. It was right here in the corner. I gotta bring this lower because there's a cop sitting over there right now. Yeah, I guess a cop has to watch that car. But it was right back there on the corner. I guess the cop has to sit there and watch the car until they can have a tow truck come by and pick it up. But yeah, I honestly cannot fucking believe that a cop drove by and half a dozen cars drove by and the operator, the 911 operator says, okay, we'll send someone over, bye. Like, you know, I cannot fucking believe this fucking town and how many people drove by and didn't do a damn thing. And you know, just the time that we saw that car sitting there was 15 or 20 minutes at the very least, let alone how long that person could have been sitting there. You know, we took a different route to get to the Dunkin' Donuts. I don't think we took 40. I mean, we may have. Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, we did take 40 to get there. So, you know, but we were at Dunkin' Donuts for probably half an hour because I got me some hash browns, and the Dunkin' Donuts hash browns are fucking awesome. But, you know, say we came down here to go to the Dunkin' Donuts, and we were there. If that person stopped and was there, or, you know, they could have been there the whole fucking time and we just didn't notice because we might not have even noticed when we drove this way. You know, that person could have been sitting there for an hour and people driving by. Off the corner of 441, they're right down the street from where this person was. There's both an ambulance and a police station. The biggest fucking police station in Ocala is right down the street from where this woman was. And you cannot tell me that no fewer than 4 cops drove by. You know, a cop has to probably drive past that corner every 30 minutes. You know, you can't tell me that a cop didn't see that person sitting there. If you see somebody sitting at a stoplight and the light's green and they don't move, now either they're not paying attention and their car will inch forward a little bit and they'll be fine, whatever, or they're not there, you know, they're not all there. They're not really paying attention very much, you know? And I'm just, you know, wondering, what if me and Jen didn't stop, how long would that woman have been there? Would she have been there all fucking morning until the morning time came and the busy traffic would have, you know, somebody laying on their horn sitting behind her, some pissed off person? If she, you know, okay, there's some different scenarios here. If the woman was just drunk and fell asleep behind the wheel. And luckily her foot was on the brake. Then, you know, a horn blaring behind her would have woken her up. You know, and it didn't take much for the cop to wake her up. You know, yelling, "Ma'am, ma'am, OPD." You know, we stood there and watched him do this. "Ma'am, Ocala Police Department, ma'am, what are you doing?" And then she kind of, you know, woke up. So either she had too much to drink and she fell asleep, or she was on some kind of drugs. Now, if she fell asleep sitting at a stoplight, and some of the stoplights in Ocala are pretty damn long, and I can give you that. If you're out of it at 2, 3, 4 in the morning, and you know you kind of stop at a stoplight and thinking that you're going to catch a second or two before you have to go, and you really pass out. You know, I can see that happening, but the bad thing behind that is your car is still in drive. If your foot flinches off of that brake pedal, your car's going to go into traffic and you're going to be asleep. And even if there is no traffic, as much traffic as you can see right now, even if there is no traffic, you're not in control of what is now your moving vehicle. It will just continue to roll until you hit something. You know, and either you're going to hit something very, very softly and it will wake you up and you'll have a big dent in your car and you'll be like, oh shit. Or you're going to hit something very, very hard and you're probably not going to enjoy that. Okay, so there's that possibility that the woman was just asleep. There's also the possibility that the woman was on some type of drugs. And thankfully she just fell asleep and or had enough sense in her to put it into park. And then just kind of passed out, which, you know, if she was on some kind of drugs, this is where I say me and Jen saved a life. Because either that person took their, if she would have flinched while asleep or moved her legs while asleep and her foot came off the brake, she could have died. Somebody come flying down that road thinking the light's green, okay, I'm going to fly through it, hits the car, and they both die. Okay? So we saved a life. Or, drug situation, this person had some kind of a drug overdose or something like that, to where she had enough sense in her to put it in the park, but, you know, obviously couldn't do much else. So we called 911 and they took her to the hospital and are now able to do whatever they need to do to save her. Which in that case, again, we saved a life. Then she got fucking stoned and ran in a munchy food, decided to go to Walmart, found what she needed, and on the way home passed out. Again, that's the you fell asleep behind the wheel and your foot comes off the brake and you die. We saved a life. I'm just gonna continue, you know, I feel pretty satisfied right now. I think me and Jen saved someone's life. She called 911 and I decided to turn around. You know, so it was a joint effort. I think I've said way too much on the topic, because now this is going on 2 minutes, or 2 videos, and yeah, I don't really need 2 videos for the same topic. So anyway, anybody else's thoughts on this? I already know what your thoughts are, Jen, so don't even, you can comment all you like, but I already know you were there. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, anybody else's thoughts? Would you have stopped? And don't tell me you would have. No, I'm kidding. I know you probably would have. But tell me, what would you have done if, like, you called... Oh, damn it, I'm already at 10 minutes. Fuck you guys. Fuck you, YouTube. Only 10-minute videos. Damn it. I have more to say. Oh, well. Anyway, I gotta go. I will talk to you guys later. Comments, tell me what you would have done in that situation, and bye.